call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So UCLA's offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. Past the 50. The 30. Past the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB. And he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Rocket. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bruins decide to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Carr. swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Taylor. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Off play action on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
It drops hurt as it is, but when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
I like the way this offense is ending the 1st half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Smashes it between the uprights. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Husky Stadium, but the purple and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then Recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. Got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy...
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touch. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he was hard to bring down.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Carr. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I tell you what, This offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll leave it with the lone back. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The give to the tailback. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 20. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback. Offense, a free first down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They'll try the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On first down from their own 22. To the air. It's Carr. He's got his man across the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now the lead's extended a little further. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "Turning it on!" A little more space opened up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Marshall. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They try to pop a run on the draw. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Caught, close to the marker, it's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro. Not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Let's send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Into the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Bruins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left.
First down. Roughing the pass.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
First down. Roughing the pass.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Big guy smells it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on second.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Carr. They get to him as he throws.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Got a little space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it. You just saw it right there. Get it done.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Pringle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On the move. Fights off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Connection to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here's the pressure. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. And they'll run the field goal unit back out. His kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, Kansas and Missouri once shared a conference. Now all they share is a bunch of hard feelings. Here's how this great rivalry went down today. Missouri came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the misconnection on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. Got it. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Here we go. On the run is Marshall. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Quick catch on third down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Really great job of awareness by the defense that time. They found the ball. They found the jet sweep. And how about the speed, being able to corral the ball carrier, get him down for a...
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking... next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Going to swing it on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Bruins will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Handoff to the lone back. Shakes off the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the run, it's Pringle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
They'll run the counter. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been light. The offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the side.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The quarterback will keep it. Turning it on! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
How good does that feel, right? You got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
They'll try to power it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Cox. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cox. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Here's a throw downfield late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The kick is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.